Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to Teach Tales. Today was a very special day for me because today was the 5th of October. It was Teachers' Day. And because I am also fortunate enough to be connected with the profession, I had all the right in the world to celebrate it. Today, I want us all to go through a story, a heartwarming tale that will tell us how teachers can impact our lives, how teachers can change our lives, how teachers can transform our lives. This story is of a great scientist named as Thomas Alva Edison, his mother, and his teacher. So, Thomas Edison couldn't hear properly when he was a child. He used to go to a school. Suddenly, one day, he came home crying and he told his mother that his teacher has given him a letter so that he can give it to his mother. He took out the letter from the bag crying and handed it over to the mother. The mother glanced at the clock and she saw that Thomas Edison had come home early, which was not a good sign because that meant that the teacher or the school had sent him home. The mother opened the letter and started reading. The mother's eyes teared, but she didn't say anything to Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison asked the mother, "Mummy, why is that you are crying reading this letter?" Thomas Edison's mother, whose name was Nancy Matthew Elliott Edison, kept on crying. She said, "Your teacher has written in the letter that you are an exceptionally bright student and the school does not have the right kind of resources to train a bright young mind like you. Therefore, they have sent you home with this letter and they want me to take up this responsibility." Edison's face brightened up. His smile widened and he said to his mother that he would love to learn from her. Edison's mother started teaching him in the basement of their house. Under her love and affection and guidance, Edison's love and passion for knowledge grew and blossomed. He conducted various experiments in the basement of his house. His love and passion for science grew and grew. Finally, when Edison was able to invent something meaningful and give it to the world, which is the first light bulb, he came back home. He attributed his success to his mother because his mother was his true teacher. A few days after, Edison's mother died, and Edison had to arrange for her funeral and everything. So Edison went to her cupboard to look for some money so that he can arrange and pay for the funeral. And amidst all the stuff that belonged to her mother, he found an envelope, a white sealed envelope. Looking at the school's monogram and logo, Edison was reminded of the day when Edison received a letter from the school teacher. And out of curiosity, he opened the letter because he wanted to read what his mother had told him is written in the letter. He opened the letter and started reading it. His eyes teared, and those tears started streaming down his face. On the letter, it was written that your child is addled. The word addled is a cruel word to use for anyone because it means mentally incapable and slow. Edison was going to a traditional schooling setup, and the teacher in his classroom couldn't understand his unique learning needs. Therefore, the teacher labeled him as addled. ADDLED, a label that was put on his forehead, and he was sent home with that letter. The school had apologized to the mother saying that they will not be able to teach her child. Therefore, Edison's mother, despite of knowing the challenges that she had, despite of knowing that Edison was thrown out of school because of his hearing problem, the mother told Edison a completely new story. She told him that he was so bright that the school did not have the right resources to teach him. And that belief changed Edison's life. In the basement of his house, he was able to invent the first light bulb. He was able to light up the entire world, not in any school, not in any institution, not in any college or university, not in any research lab, but in the basement of his house. just because the the seed of self confidence, the seed of self worth that was sown into his heart by his mother. Edison cried and cried, and he had found out that his mother was a true teacher. All of us who teach, we are aware that somewhere we are attributed to being physical, to being spiritual parents of our children. For all of us who teach, there is a big message in this story. The first message in the story is the power of self belief. If you want to transform the life of a child, only plant the seed of self worth. Only plant the seed of self love, confidence, care, and your work is done. Your job is done as a teacher. Number two, teachers and their impact is unerasable. Someday, we as teachers will get to see the fruit of all the efforts that we do for our students. And that day would be truly rewarding. Thomas Alva Edison's teacher might not be able to understand him and his unique learning needs at that time, but his mother, who understood him, proved that anyone in this world with the purest of intention at heart can become a teacher. Happy Teachers' Day, everyone.